With warmer weather just around the corner, it's time to get your legs ready to put on your favorite pair of shorts.
And for some of us, that means paying a little more attention to those unsightly varicose and spider veins. Dr. Roshini Raj is today's contributor and a medical editor for Health Magazine. Dr. Raj, so good to see you.
Nice to see you both.
Roshni. Yes.
I said it wrong
Roshni.
again. She's Dr. Raj to me.
I know, exactly. So varicose veins, I mean, sometimes we see like the spider veins, the varicose veins. Just describe so we know exactly what we're talking about.
Okay, so varicose veins are enlarged or tortuous, that means twisted veins that happen in usually the lower leg, although they can happen in any part of your leg. They're very bluish because we're talking about blood that doesn't have enough oxygen in it. And basically the veins are supposed to move blood back up towards your heart. But if something interrupts that process, or if blood tends to pool in your lower legs, those veins get stretched out and saggy.
Now, Regis just had a blood clot removed from one of his legs.
Right.
Is that anything to do with this? Is that different?
It's different. That's called a deep vein thrombosis. It's literally a clot in your leg, which could be very dangerous because it can travel up to your heart.
He's doing fine. But other ladies go and just get the spider veins and things like that. Sometimes they bulge from your skin a little as well.
So spider veins are they're similar, but they're just much smaller and more superficial.
Oh, that's a bad one.
That's a bad one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we can do to get rid of them. First, cosmetically, okay? If you just want to cover them up because they're just unsightly and there's not a problem with them, what should you do?
And we should point out that for most people it is just a cosmetic issue. It may not have any symptoms at all, but people might want to cover them up.
Sorry, real quick though, if there is an issue, what would your issue be? What's the problem with having varicose veins?
Okay, so it could be a sign of an underlying circulation problem, and one thing could be a blood clot or just a problem with your vein. So most doctors who treat varicose veins will do first an ultrasound to make sure there's not an underlying issue to fix first.
All right. So we cover it up.
You can cover it up with a product.
What do you have? Some
Right.
stuff
So we have some special makeup that's made just for your legs. So it's a little bit thicker. It doesn't rub off on your clothes, which is important. And this is a way to cover it up. And then the next thing, which is really important, are these compression stockings.
Often after surgery, they'll put you in these, right?
They'll put you in these to help make everything circulate back towards your heart. But it's really important for people who spend a lot of time on their feet. Like I actually wear them. A lot of nurses in the hospital, a lot of surgeons do. And men, we shouldn't forget, can also wear these because men have this problem as well.
Yeah, sure.
And what is sclerotherapy? Is that how you pronounce it?
That's how you pronounce it, right. So sclerotherapy involves injecting some kind of chemical into the vein that actually irritates the wall of the vein so much that it scars down and just clamps off.
And sometimes that works with one injection. Other times it takes several more.
Exactly.
But is that forever?
Yeah.
Okay, they won't come back?
They won't come back because that vein is gone forever. Now, you may develop more if you're still...
You mean, don't you need that vein?
We only do it for the small veins that you don't need.
Oh, okay.
Can you laser some of your, like the spider veins? Can you just laser them away?
Absolutely. So laser therapy is a great way to take care of it. And usually the laser is just on the outside, and it applies heat to the vein.
Difference. I mean...
Wow.
That's tough, but that difference is stunning. I thought
Plus she got a tan on the right side.
Self-tanner.
Right. And there's actually a new way to apply laser within the vein. So this actually does involve injecting something into the vein, but you're putting the laser within, and this actually will have quicker results.
What about just surgery to remove them? Because they used to do a lot of that. It became less popular.
So the very large veins, you usually do need surgery to actually remove them, or if you have an underlying vein problem like we discussed. But now there's so many other options, you should really discuss them before doing a major surgery.
Okay. And are these things hereditary? Is this...
Genetics absolutely play a role, but the other big things are being on your feet a lot. So people in professions, pregnancy is a huge one. I could show you mine if you really want.
You know what, Dr. Rush, there's nothing wrong with you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You look just like a perfect little woman.
And you know, she's got a book coming out. This one's got a book coming out, by the way.
We're going to talk about varicose veins. Embarrassing questions. It's called What the Yuck. It's kind of a funny title. But anyway, so varicose veins, pregnancy absolutely can cause it. But that actually can go away after about 3 months. So don't get treated for varicose veins after you're pregnant unless you've waited a while.
And they might go away.
They may go away.
Dr. Rush, thank you. Thanks, son.
Thank you.
You'll get it next time.
Someday.